What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? So, as y'all may or may not know, I make music for fun, for my heart, for my mind, whatever, right? To get these creative juices flowing. I got a lot of stuff in me that I need to get out, right? So, one of those ways I do it is in making music. And sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time because I'm not really particularly good at it. I'm not really a singer or anything. I just like to make music. I love music. I like different sounds. I like the way it makes me feel. I like structuring things or whatever. I hate structure, but when it comes to songwriting and things like that, creative work, structure is my wheelhouse. I like to tinker with things and put little things over there that should be here. And it's fun. So, right now, I want to make my case to you as to why you should, even if you're not a singer, a rapper, or a musician, whatever, why you should make music, okay? And it helps in many other parts of your life. So many others. I'm going to explain that now. Right? As humans, we all have a creative gene or something in us, something that needs to get out. Okay, and most of us never show. We don't even know it's there. So I'm making a case to you, okay? So say you spend an hour or two making a song, right? Listening back, changing a word, fixing the timing, deciding whether the chorus hits hard enough. You're training things that go way beyond music, as I just said, right? You're developing taste, and taste is a real skill. You're teaching yourself to recognize, nah, something's missing, even before you can explain exactly what it is. Then you keep working until the thing in your head matches what you're hearing. That's the same instinct you can use in visual art, writing, videos, clothing, branding, and anything else that's creative. Okay? Your own business, your business model, whatever. Make that creative. Cool. So, you're also learning how emotion gets translated into form. Okay? You start with something invisible, frustration, doubt, anger, hope, whatever, and somehow turn that into melody, rhythm, words, delivery, and structure, right? That's crazy when you really sit down and think about it. You're taking a feeling somebody can't see and building something that can actually make another person feel it too. You're training your ear. The more music you make, the more you start noticing when a melody resolves or doesn't, when a vocal needs space, when something should repeat, when the chorus needs to arrive, when a line has too many syllables, when something technically sounds fine but doesn't feel right. And that happens all the time, right? When imperfection actually gives something character. Eventually, you'll not just you're not just someone who likes music. You're hearing construction and you're being the constructor or whatever. I forgot. Can't think of that word right now. But there's also patience involved, something I do not have. I didn't have, but I'm building it. Okay. Um, so I spend time making sure something is actually good, right? That's practicing the ability to sit with something unfinished without immediately throwing it away. So me as an artist, especially a sketch artist, if I don't like something, I'll just crumble it up and throw it away, or I'll try to like draw over it and fix it. But if I really, really don't like something, I will throw it away with no problem, right? But with music, I don't do that. I sit with it because I spent so much time making the beat or picking the beat or something that I literally have to sit with this. And this is my voice on here. So if it's something that can be fixed here because I don't know anything about my voice really. I'm still tinkering with it, which is the good part. So, All right, so that's a huge creative skill because almost everything worthwhile looks mediocre somewhere in the middle of making it, right? And I think there's something else happening with me when I sing. I'm giving emotion somewhere to go. So I have a whole bunch of emotions in me. I'm a real emotional person. Outspoken, misunderstood. You know, sometimes I'm super harsh on myself. So I need an outlet to get that out. And singing really helps me with that. So instead of having a thought bouncing around in my head or your head, what am I what am I doing? Is any of this working? Am I wasting my time? You can turn that shit into a verse. You can turn all of it and all of this into music, even if it's just one phrase on a loop. You know, I got that one song, I wanna see you lie to me. Lie to me. Because I lie to myself, other people lie to me, and I just felt that emotion, and I needed it on a loop, you know? It was like a chant, a overcoming or something. You know, I want to see you lie to me in my face. I want to see you lie to me. I was like, you know, getting it out. Even if it don't sound good. I don't even know how it sounds now. I'm mad I even did that, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so now what is happening to you inside, right? You're manipulating it. You're deciding what words gets the attention, what rhythm it gets, where the explosion and where the explosion happened and where it gets quiet. So it's almost as if you're telling a story. You're fighting with something, you know. You're wrestling with your own sound. And to be honest, I love it. You wrestling with your own structure of your mind in real time through sound. It's the craziest thing ever. So that's a different relationship with emotion. And no, you do not have to have some technically phenomenal singer voice, because I don't have it, right, for a song or for that fact to matter. In certain kinds of music, conviction, phrasing, character, and emotion can matter more than having a pristine voice, right? There's a reason I compare songwriting to drawings. They're related. With art, I might think, or anybody might think, the human brain might think, this canvas looks empty, and think, how can I make inside of it? How can I make what's inside me, visible, right? How can I make this canvas come to life? How can I, because like before, when I was first starting off drawing, I was wondering, like, how can somebody make this blank page look 3D? You make buildings, you know, it's so beautiful. It was mind-boggling to me. Now I know how they do it. They do it with illusions, you know, with structure and stuff like that. You can make something, you could just make a silhouette and somebody could tell that's a building, or somebody could tell that's a mountain. You don't have to put a whole bunch of details in it. You know, the lines do a lot of work, and empty space speaks so much. Yeah, so I use empty space as a weapon. So um art and making music is very, very much related to me, and I hope I'm not rambling here. But with music, how does this make inside of me audible? So with drawing, how do I make what's inside of me, put it on the canvas and make it come alive? With a song, how do I make something that's not audible in a way that people can feel what I'm saying? craziest thing in the world, but I love this, right? Making music, communicating, everything, art, you know. So, same muscle, different language. And there's one skill underneath all of that. I think that gets overlooked: finishing things. Every time you make a song, instead of merely thinking about making one, you're teaching your brain, I can have an idea that doesn't exist, work through the ugly middle, make decisions, and eventually turn it into something real. That carries into damn near everything in your life. It trickles down. So if you're asking, is this doing anything for me besides being fun or frustrating? Hell yeah. You're training your ear, your writing, your rhythm, your storytelling, emotional expression, patience, decision making, self criticism, creative confidence, and your ability to finish. And I like doing it. It's cool. It's actually enough reason by itself, right? It's fun. I like it. I love it. I love music. That's enough reason to make music. Okay, so not every skill has to be justified. It's not every skill has to justify its existence. I don't know why my speech is, but I haven't done this in a while. That's why consistency matters, right? I didn't practice any of this. I felt something and I made a video about it, because it's too many times that I feel something and I just sit and I let it marinate, and I don't teach off of it or whatever. I like to give people something from my lived experience. And if I live something but forget about it, then who is that helping? I had so many breakthrough moments where I battled through it for myself, battled through it by myself, and it could have helped somebody. But yet I forgot about it, and now I gotta battle through it again. So yeah. So not every skill has to be to justify its existence by becoming a paycheck. You don't have to get paid off of it. Sometimes you keep doing something because every time you come out the other side of it, there's a little more of you in the world than there was before. So yeah, create, get out there. Your heart and your vibe is too amazing to not be seen, in my opinion. So, and your pain. Show us your pain. We would like to learn from that. Instead of just marinating inside yourself, it might become a bomb. Boom. Blow up. And you don't want to blow up, do you? So, I hope this video helped you, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.